Mr. Michael. Today, we'll still talk based on what we've learned before, but we'll continue from where we stopped. We've talked about measurement, that's exactly where we are. We talked about length, we talked about height, we've talked about distance. But in this measurement for today, we'll be talking about capacity. Capacity. Yeah. So when we talk of capacity, we are talking of the capability of something to be able to hold, to contain, and so on. So what do we mean by capacity? When we talk about capacity, like I said earlier, how far out, what can you do? At what length can you be able to withstand or to take something? You know, in a solid way, if you're talking about my capacity, is what can I do? For example, you have to give me a solid material, maybe something like a weight to carry. What is my capacity of carrying that? Will I be able to lift that up? Will I be able to finish a particular job given to me? Because even if I cannot finish it, you are still going to check between what I have done and what I have not done. Then you will know my own capability, the capacity that I have to do what I have done. But in this case, we are going to talk about the measurement. We measure it really with liquid. For example, we talk about water. We're talking about milk. We talk anything in liquid form. That means we're talking about the volume of a container. What a container can hold, what it can take, based on its size. That is what we're going to look at today. Now, in our previous lessons, when we're talking about the length, we talked about distance, we talked about height. So, we talked about the base units. For length, we know that we talked about centimeters, millimeters, we talked about meters. Same with distance, we talked about the kilometers and so on. But in this class today, the base unit that we're going to talk about today is the liter. When we talk about liquid, we are talking about liters. We measure liquids in liters. But this liter is the base unit. We have other units that are smaller than the liter, and we have other units that are bigger than liter. For example, if we have, just like we have millimeters, when we talk about length and distance, we also have milliliters, ml. That's milliliters. We'll talk about centiliters, that's cl. Then we'll talk about liters itself, which is L. Then we'll talk about the kiloliters. Now we are going to look at this one after the other. Now, like I explained earlier, when we're talking about measurement in terms of distance and length, anything milli, just like say 1 all over 1,000, milli means 1,000. Cent means 100. 1 liter is itself, then kilo means 1,000 itself. That means a kiloliter is equals to 1,000 liters. Now, just like we're saying 10 millimeters give us centimeters, 10 centimeters give us decimeter, 10 decimeters give us meter, 1,000 meters give us what. That is exactly what is applied here. So we see that in liters, we have 10 milliliters give us 1 centiliters, 10 centiliters give us 1 deciliters, 10 deciliters give us 1 liter, 1,000 liters give us 1 kiloliters. It's still the same thing. The only difference there is that this one, the base unit of measurement of in terms of length and distance was in meters. So that's what we're saying millimeters. The milli is still there, but it is not liters, but rather meters. The centi there is centimeters, cm, was for meters, but here it is for liters. So they are still all the same thing. The same phenomenon is what goes with them. But now we are going to look at this. Let's say if 10 milliliters or 10 milliliters give us 1 centiliter, 10 centiliters give us 1 deciliter, 10 deciliters give us 1 liter, then 1000 liters give us 1 kiloliters. It's still the same thing as we're talking about in meters and centimeters. So now, that probably means that if I have a GP tank at home, we all have water reservoirs at home where we pump in waters or we fetch water into. Now, for example, maybe that rubber that we fetch in water can contain 750 liters. Now, we might be asked to change these liters. How do we change these 750 liters to milliliters? That means we are changing it to milliliters, which means we all know that, like earlier I said that in milliliters, we say it's like 1 over 1000. In centiliters, it's like 1 over 100. Then the liter itself is there. Then the 1 kiloliter is equal to 1000 liters. Now, for us to convert 750 liters to milliliters first, is over 1000. That means we say when we are converting from the larger unit to the smaller unit, just like from liters to milliliters. Liters is bigger than milliliters. So in this case, we have to multiply. Why? Because 750 liters multiplied by this 1000. Because 1000 milliliters give us 1 liter. That means multiply by 1000, which will give us 750,000 milliliters. Because 1000 milliliters give us 1 liter. So that means 750 liters means 750,000 milliliters. Now, in centiliters, let's convert this very 750 liters to centiliters. That means we will have this to centiliters. We have 750 liters multiplied by, we say 100 centiliters give us 1 liter. That means multiplied by 100, which will give us 75,000 centiliters. Cent means 100, that is why it said. Milli means 1000, that is why we have 1000 here. Then we have liters, this now. But this kiloliter is bigger than liter. If we are asked to convert these 750 liters to kiloliters, we say that kiloliter means 1000 liters. If these liters are not up to 1000, that means they are not up to 1 kiloliter. Now that they are not up to, we are asked to convert them to the unit, which is what? Kiloliter. That means in this case, since we are converting from the smaller unit, liter is smaller than kiloliter. But this liter is bigger than centiliters and milliliters. So since it is bigger than centiliter and milliliter, we multiply. Now that we are converting liters to a bigger unit, in this case we divide. That means we are converting it to a kiloliter, which is 750 liters divided by 1000. Because you say 1000 liters give us 1 kiloliter. So that means we are dividing by the same 1000. Just the same way we divide it by what it takes to be bigger than that unit, which is equals to. And we know what we talked about, a whole number dividing numbers that ends with 2 or 3 zeros. That means the decimal point, which is supposed to be here, will move 3 times because the number of zeros here. And if it is over 100, it will move 2 times. But since it is 1000, it will move 3 times to the left. So that means we'll have 1, 2, and 3. So now, that means we'll have 0.750 kiloliters. So the reason why it is 0 point is because kiloliter is bigger than liter, just like I said earlier. So it cannot start with a whole number. So it is this one, it is in decimal form. But another instance is this. If we have, for example, we have like 2 kiloliters Now, let's see how we can change these 2 kiloliters to millimeters. Initially, we use liters to change to milliliters. Now, let's change kiloliters, the highest unit, to milliliters. That means in this case now, 2 kiloliters means 2,000 milliliters. So here, we multiply. Since we are changing the bigger one now to the smaller one, in this case we are going to divide. So what are we going to do? Divide it by 1,000. So what will happen? This 0 goes with this one goes with this one goes with this. Which means that 2 kiloliters, just like it is 2 here, 2 over 1 gives us 2. But if we don't have, we want to change it from 2 kiloliters to milliliters as it is, we don't have anything to cancel it. We just say 2 kiloliters means 2 times what is the value of 1 milliliter. Sorry, 1 milliliter is 1,000 kiloliters. So this will give us what? 2,000 milliliters. So that means 2 kiloliters gives us 2,000 milliliters. Now, this same 2 kiloliters now, let us see how we can change it to centiliters. Now, what does it use to pass? 100 centiliters give us 1 liter. So that means that now if 100 centiliters is by 10 to give us liter, that means 100 by 10. So if you want to change 2 kiloliters to centiliters, we say 2 multiplied by 200 because this is 100. This will give us, sorry, 2 by 1, this will give us 200 centiliters. Since it is in centiliters, it is in hundreds. So you multiply these 2 by 100. Since centiliters, it is 100 of it that give us kiloliters. So 2 kiloliters give us 200 centiliters. Now let's convert these 2 kiloliters now to liters. 2 kiloliters will give us 2 times. We said that 1,000 liters give us 1 kiloliter. That means 2 kiloliters give us, sorry, so times 1,000, this will give us 2 times 1, this will give us equals to 2,000 liters. So 2 kiloliters give us 2,000 liters. 2 kiloliters in centiliters gives us 20,000 centiliters. While 2 kiloliters in milliliters give us 200,000 kiloliters. Just like 750 gave us 750,000. 750 in centiliters give us 75,000. So it is in tens, unlike this is in tens also. So when you are changing from the smaller unit to the larger unit, what will happen? We divide. But when we are changing from the larger unit to the smaller unit, in this case, what will happen? We multiply, just like we have done here to get this. So sometimes if we have 2 different containers, for example, let's say let us add just only the one of addition, 2.350 kiloliters. What does it mean? This means 2 kiloliters and this 350. Above after kiloliters, which one is next to kiloliters is liters, and what? 350 liters. Because after kiloliters, it's liters. So once you are done with the kiloliter, you take the one that belongs to, because this 2 here is the whole number here. So this 2 is the one that is the main kiloliter. So the one after decimal point, it is not the whole number. So since it's not the whole number, it falls back to the one that is next to it. That means 2 liters, 350, 2 kiloliters and 350 liters. The same way if you have 2.350 liters. Now, what does it mean? This means 2 liters and 350 centiliters. This is what it means. And also, if you have 2.350 centiliters, that means you have 2 cl and what? 350 milliliters. So from here we will know that in conversion of liters, we will all know that when it is time for us to convert from the smaller one to the bigger one, we do what? We divide. But when we are converting from the bigger to the smaller one, we multiply. So with what we have done today, I believe that we have known in our next class, we will know how to do the addition, subtraction, division, and multiplication of letters. So if you have anything you feel that is a problem here, or if anything that you feel that you don't understand, I'm ready to welcome a question. Just ask me a question and I'll answer you genuinely. You will even understand more than what is good. Like I said, my name is Mr. Michael. Just stay focused and you do even more than the way I told you before. Just take care of yourself. Goodbye for now.